First at 4, all eyes on tariffs. President Trump is expected to announce a series of new reciprocal tariffs at any moment now. It's part of his Liberation Day pledge to free the United States from what he says are years of unfair global trade practices. Economists are worried the move could send the economy into a downturn and threaten decades-old alliances. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for Eyewitness News at 4. I'm Kara Sundlin. We are monitoring the tariff announcement, which is expected to take place in the Rose Garden. We will let you know when it happens, and you will hear from President Trump. Here's a look now where things are ending on Wall Street today. The market has been swinging over the last several days, but in just a moment from now, the Dow will close in about 17 seconds, up 233 points at 42,227. And again, we will keep you posted on the tariff announcement. Just for some perspective, the Yale Budget Lab says a 20% universal tariff would cost the average household between $3,400 and $4,200. In Connecticut, Governor Lamont and local leaders are worried that new tariffs could have a devastating impact on local businesses and the people who live here. Your chief political reporter, Susan Rath, is live in Hartford right now at a grocery store on Broad Street with how it's affecting Main Street. Susan?
Kara, there is plenty of local reaction when it comes to these tariffs. We are live at Grocery on Broad Street. This is a very unique grocery store. In fact, people pay based on what they can afford. It's based on your income. And this is an opportunity or a way to bring fresh produce and other essentials to neighborhoods where there aren't large supermarkets. But make no mistake, people are very, very concerned about what the tariffs could bring and expensive costs. Now, Connecticut relies heavily on produce, fruits and vegetables from Canada and Mexico. So obviously there is a concern for shoppers here and grocery stores and all of us in Connecticut that things could be more expensive. Many see the tariffs as a tax, and they will unfortunately be faced with paying more.
So many folks in our community are struggling with rising costs, rising prices. So many of our residents are struggling with affordability. And in the midst of an affordability crisis, maybe the worst thing you could do is go and make everything more expensive.
As we've all seen over the past few months and even the past year, inflation has caused many things to go up, and people are spending a lot more for groceries now than they ever have. So obviously the concern is that these tariffs could make those groceries even more expensive. And there are other industries that are also uncertain as far as the taxes or the tariffs are concerned. The aerospace industry. Connecticut relies heavily on steel, and that could bring up the cost of those jet engines. Another industry, the housing industry. Lumber comes from Canada. Connecticut relies heavily on lumber, so do a lot of states, and that's bringing fear and concern that when it costs more to build a house, that will do something to that industry. Now, coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we talk to local businesses and shoppers about what their concerns are with these tariffs. Your chief political reporter, Susan Rath, Channel 3, Eyewitness News, live in Hartford.